Hey everybody. So today we are learning Blender. I'm a new user, but I find 3D modeling really fascinating. So I got a prefab. This is the first thing I learned. I learned this from a good friend named Scott. So there are free Creative Commons models, detailed models that you can use. Textures, all kinds of things. This Blender is actually an incredible industrial tool. You can really do anything once you learn the language, but the language is very deep. But so I got myself a free Creative Commons license model, detailed model of a woman, and I realized my talent has always been to like make uncanny, creepy monsters, like backrooms, Silent Hill style monsters. So I said, I'm gonna learn the tools, I'm gonna fumble through this, and we can do this together. But I'm just gonna try to take free models and try to make them scarier. So let's dive right in. Let's see if I remember. So we're in object mode, and oh, part of this is I hope that I can teach other people how to learn Blender in the same way that I did. Kind of, if you know my channel at all, we did a big Dwarf Fortress series, and I taught myself that. I like to learn very esoteric hardware and then explain it kind of messily, but in a way that helps people just pick it up without fear, pick it up and just start trying. So we're going to sculpt her. So we go from object mode to sculpt mode. So my point is I'm going to walk through what I understand, what I don't understand, and hopefully it'll teach, that'll be useful to people as well. So first thing I'm noticing, so we have a sculpting brush, and that's going to let us move the clay of this 3D model, basically as though it were clay. These down here, these are all like different ways that you can pull or push or squish it. But what I'm noticing, and I don't know what this is, leave in the comments for anything if you have advice for me, because like Blender, there are like serious Blender professionals, and I'm just learning it. But so comments, teaching are very greatly appreciated. But I'm noticing that there's a ball. If you look at my cursor, there's a circle, circle, and then there's a ball, and the ball jumps around to certain polygons, certain vertices. That's an important term. Certain vertices, and I need to learn that because I'm not sure exactly what that indicates. But I feel like the first thing is let's get rid of one of our eyes and we can replace it. And oop, that affected everything. That was way bigger than the circle. Huh. I guess my size is too big. So we'll go smaller size just to be safe. Let's go full strength so we can get a sense of what these brushes do. But okay, it's just kind of like mushing them around. I want something to smooth that out. Ooh, maybe inflate. So one big thing is learning all of these is very, very useful. You can really almost mold it like as though with your hands. Oh, smooth. That's probably what I want. But you have to know what it's doing. So let's get rid of her eye there. Great. Now it's smoothed out. That's a good start. I want to give her like a scarred lip or something too. And yeah, I'm thinking I'll do this as a series. I'll just get a normal model of something, of a birthday cake or something, and then just make it uncanny. If you're not familiar with my background, I'm actually a pretty semi-famous washed-up writer, but I did a lot of good, important creepypasta, like, early stuff. I do horror very naturally. I have a talent for the uncanny and the disturbing, so I'm honestly at my best when I'm just kind of messing with things and making them creepier. So I figured that's like probably the way I'm gonna learn Blender, is just messing with models and kind of messing them up. It doesn't all have to be creepy stuff too, because I can also adjust her hair. Like I feel like it has relatively little detail. I think in this model what they did is the texture, the skin that goes over this is very, very detailed, and the hair looks good. But the problem with that is that I like applying textures, applying skins. That's a whole nother skill set, and I'm breaking into Blender with sculpting to start. So I just want to practice sculpting. It's also an animation tool. It really is incredible. It's freeware. It's free. It's free on Steam. There is no freer or easier program to install than Blender. You literally just download it for free on Steam. I want to scratch more hairs. How do I do it? Oh, the other thing is that we can paint. So let's see here. So like I said, there is a free, Creative Commons detailed skin for her. But maybe I can paint. That's darker than it. Oh. Maybe I can paint her for fun. Let's see what I get away with. Maybe skin tone isn't the best thing to pick, though. I'm trying to get a sense of who she is. She might be a zombie, too. It might be like a green tone. But there you go. We'll get some color splotches just to see what we like. And then... Ooh, you know what's interesting? I wonder... Leave in the comments if you know. Can I paint her... Can I change the model and then apply... I'm sure I can, actually. I can apply the same skins... but they would be like distorted and kind of like stretched. It's like DK mode in early, if you know GoldenEye 64, like where it'll just be a stretched deformed skin, but it'll totally work, and that might add to the uncanniness. But all right, we got some color. Let's give her like a striking eye. Let's give her like a maybe red. The more I look, the more I think it's gonna be like a zombie thing. So. Or maybe, oh, that's good. See? You play around, you get something. So she's got like a crying eye. All right, but I got to figure out deformations. I'm not going to quit until I figure out how to carve deeper like rivets in her hair. Let's see, sharp angles, maybe that's right. Yeah, I think that's what I want. There should be a tool though. I'm sure there is. And in fact, I'm going to Google real fast. Best tool for carving, what would you call it? Like carving valleys in the clay in sculpture mode. See if we can get anything. Draw sharp, which is what we found, but it's not. Oh, it's because I should put the strength up. It seems like it's smoothing more. I can't even tell. Right? Okay, I should do it slow and have a look. Let's go to the back of her head. Yeah, it does carve. And in fact, as I do that, I realize that's probably how they got the hair effect themselves. The reason it's not changing it so much is because they already basically combed her hair out with that tool. Oh, but I could do it at a smaller size and get more effect. Cool, see? We're learning. There, okay. Maybe? Yeah, that gives her like more like pieces of hair. Okay, great. And since we figured that out, let's give her a scar. Is it going to work, or is it going to, like, split her lips? No, that kind of doesn't work like I thought it would. Huh. All right. We'll see. And again, this is why this is the ideal learning task, is because there's no wrong answers. Everything I do messes it up more. And that is more uncanny. So we'll use these for, like, a creepypasta. Ooh. Great, I found something good. Where you can wiggle the whole model. That's good. That's going to be creepy. That's good. The other thing, it doesn't render very far. I'm going to give her one long foot. What do we think? Oh, I lost her. All right, let's redraw that eye if we can. So we'll turn the strength down turn the size down. But yeah, I feel people thrive, learners thrive when there's no wrong answers. Is that too much? That's probably too much. Let's go with it. Happy little, what did Bob Ross used to say? There's no wrong answers. There's just happy little... Hey, Art Animated. Thanks for joining me. I've just been talking about how I am bad at Blender, but I am using a pre-made model to make a generic horror monster and learning the tools with that. It's been pretty fun so far. I don't know. I wish... She's not cool. I'm making her worse. Let's see. But we're just learning the tools. Let's try to get this. This is very, like, voxely. The vertices are very, very obvious. So let's try to fix that again. let's see, blob. Simulation. Oh yeah, these are interesting. Oh, these I want to talk about because you got to be careful, but they're very powerful. Because they'll do like cloth. Let's see, it's not really working. They'll do a cloth effect, which is like really, it makes things look natural if you use it sparingly. And it, but it's not working. Ooh, interesting. What does that mean? Oh, here's something else I'm going to teach. Art Animated says make 3D stick figure. I have to go into object mode. But yeah, I have to do that. No, not right now. Sorry. That's not the groove I'm in. So yeah, I'm very new to it, and I'm doing things like as I figure it out. But so what was I about to say? Okay, so go up into tools here, and I found this is really useful if you're just trying to smooth things out. So you go to tools, you go down, you go to remesh, and then remesh will. My computer just heated up because it's so many vertices. But it will recalculate. It'll basically do a smoothing effect to the whole thing. It's like if you want to apply a blur in 2 dimensions or something.